The first key point of this speech is about unleashing a ruthless mindset and dominating your day with purpose. At its core, this idea is not about cruelty toward others, but about cultivating an unshakable determination within yourself, a mental intensity that refuses to accept mediocrity. To unleash this mindset, you must first understand the importance of self-awareness. Knowing who you are, your strengths, your weaknesses, and your goals allows you to navigate life with clarity and precision. Without awareness, you drift aimlessly, reacting to circumstances rather than shaping them. The ruthless mindset requires you to confront your fears and insecurities head-on, to see them for what they are rather than what you wish they weren't. This confrontation is uncomfortable, often even painful, but it is necessary. Growth never occurs in comfort zones. It occurs when you challenge yourself beyond what you thought was possible. Purpose is the engine that fuels ruthlessness in your pursuit of success. A day without purpose is a day wasted, a day surrendered to distraction and lethargy. Each morning, when you wake, you have a choice, to move with intention or to drift. Those who dominate their days do so because they have defined their purpose clearly. They wake with goals in mind, and they structure their actions to align with those goals. Purpose is not a vague desire. It is a concrete plan of action backed by relentless energy and focus. To dominate your day, you must first dominate your mind. This means training your thoughts to resist negativity, to reject self-doubt, and to embrace the vision of the person you are becoming. Your mind can be your most powerful ally or your worst enemy, and the ruthless mindset ensures it is the former. Discipline is the bridge between purpose and achievement. Without discipline, even the clearest purpose remains a wish, a dream unfulfilled. The ruthless mindset thrives on discipline because it understands that success is not a product of luck or fleeting inspiration. It is a product of consistent, focused action. Each task completed, each challenge faced, and each discomfort endured adds to a momentum that propels you forward. This mindset also recognizes that distractions are the enemy of progress. In a world filled with endless notifications, temptations, and diversions, being ruthless means saying no to what does not serve your vision. It means prioritizing what matters over what is convenient or pleasurable. It is a willingness to make sacrifices today for rewards tomorrow. Another critical aspect of this mindset is resilience. Life will throw setbacks, failures, and unexpected obstacles at you. Those without a ruthless mindset crumble under pressure, while those who cultivate it use setbacks as fuel. Every failure becomes a lesson, every obstacle an opportunity to grow stronger, faster, and smarter. A ruthless mindset does not see failure as the end, it sees it as feedback. It embraces challenges as the proving ground for strength and character. This approach turns life into a series of tests, and each day is an opportunity to pass them with excellence. Dominating your day requires mastering this ability to rise above adversity and to keep moving forward when others falter. Focus and clarity are essential companions to ruthlessness. You cannot dominate a day if your attention is scattered or your priorities unclear. A ruthless mindset demands a laser-like focus on what is truly important. This often requires uncomfortable decisions, eliminating unnecessary commitments, and dedicating your energy to high-value activities. Multitasking is the enemy. Deep work is the ally. The ability to concentrate fully on one task, to immerse yourself in it until mastery is achieved, is a hallmark of those who dominate their days. Purpose without focus is wasted potential, but when combined, they create unstoppable momentum. Finally, action is the defining trait of a ruthless mindset. Thinking, planning, and strategizing are important, but they must culminate in decisive action. A person with this mindset moves boldly, taking calculated risks without hesitation. They understand that hesitation is the enemy of success, and that procrastination erodes the foundation of achievement. Every day is treated as a battlefield, and dominating it requires courage, decisiveness, and relentless energy. The combination of awareness, purpose, discipline, resilience, focus, and action creates a force within you that refuses to be ignored. It is a force that propels you to achieve more than you imagine possible, that transforms ordinary days into extraordinary milestones. Ultimately, unleashing a ruthless mindset and dominating your day with purpose is about self-mastery. It is about refusing to let circumstance, doubt, or fear dictate your actions. It is about being relentless in pursuit of your goals and uncompromising in your standards. It is a mindset that elevates ordinary individuals into extraordinary performers, athletes, entrepreneurs, and leaders. By cultivating this mindset, you begin to command your life rather than be commanded by it. Each day becomes a testament to your power, each decision an affirmation of your vision, and each action a step closer to your ultimate success. There is no magic shortcut, no easy path. There is only the daily commitment to be ruthless with yourself in the pursuit of greatness. This mindset is not for the faint-hearted, it is for those who are willing to push past. Comfort. Embrace challenge and dominate every moment of their life with purpose and intensity. The second key point focuses on cutting excuses and building discipline that never breaks. Excuses are the invisible chains that hold people back from their full potential. They are the rationalizations we create to justify inaction, to soothe our fears, or to explain why we cannot achieve something. The ruthless mindset recognizes excuses for what they are, obstacles disguised as reasons. Every successful individual understands that life will always present challenges, discomfort, and situations that make the path difficult. The difference between those who succeed and those who fail is not the absence of difficulty, but the refusal to allow excuses to dictate their actions. To eliminate excuses, you must first confront them honestly. This means being brutally honest with yourself about where you are, why you have not achieved certain goals, and what you are willing to do to change that reality. Discipline is the antidote to excuses. While excuses rely on emotion, discipline relies on action. Discipline is the commitment to doing what needs to be done, even when you do not feel like it. It is the ability to push forward despite discomfort, fatigue, or fear. When discipline becomes your foundation, excuses lose their power. You no longer ask whether you should act, you simply act. This is the essence of building a mindset that never breaks. It is a mindset forged through repetition, consistency, and an unwavering commitment to your goals. Each day that you choose discipline over excuses strengthens your mental fortitude, making it easier to face challenges and harder to be swayed by temptation or doubt. One of the most powerful tools for cultivating unbreakable discipline is routine. Establishing clear, non-negotiable habits creates a structure that leaves no room for excuses. This could mean waking up early every day, sticking to a workout regimen, or dedicating specific hours to focused work. The key is consistency. Discipline thrives in structure. When your actions become habitual, you are no longer negotiating with yourself each day. You are executing a system designed for success. Routine reduces the friction of decision-making, freeing your mental energy to focus on high-impact activities rather than trivial choices. The more structured your day, the less room there is for rationalizations that delay progress. Another critical aspect of eliminating excuses is taking complete ownership of your life. Responsibility is the cornerstone of discipline. When you stop blaming external factors, circumstances, other people, or bad luck, you reclaim control over your destiny. The ruthless mindset knows that you are the architect of your life. Every failure, every shortcoming, and every success stems from your choices. By taking responsibility, you eliminate the narrative of helplessness that excuses thrive upon. Ownership forces you to act, to make decisions that align with your goals, and to accept the consequences of your actions without complaint. This level of accountability strengthens your inner resolve and reinforces a cycle of consistent action. Building unbreakable discipline also requires embracing discomfort. Excuses often arise because we want to avoid pain, inconvenience, or difficulty. Discipline, on the other hand, is developed in precisely those moments when you confront resistance and keep moving forward. This could be pushing through the final reps of a grueling workout, staying late to complete a critical project, or making a difficult decision that others would shy away from. The more you practice embracing discomfort, the less power excuses have over you. Discomfort becomes a signal that growth is happening, rather on a reason to quit. Over time, your ability to endure challenges without complaint becomes a defining trait, setting you apart from those who give in to the easier path. Mental focus is another pillar of discipline. Excuses often thrive in the presence of distraction. When your mind is scattered, you give yourself reasons to procrastinate, to avoid responsibility, or to delay action. A disciplined mind is trained to concentrate fully on the task at hand, blocking out noise, opinions, and distractions that do not serve your purpose. This focus allows you to execute with precision, make consistent progress, and achieve results that others deem impossible. Discipline and focus are inseparable. One cannot truly exist without the other. By mastering your attention, you master your actions. Finally, building discipline that never breaks requires persistence over the long term. It is not about occasional bursts of effort or motivation. It is about relentless consistency. True discipline is demonstrated in how you show up every day, regardless of circumstances or mood. Success is not a result of luck or sporadic effort, but of cumulative action taken over time. Each day that you reject excuses and commit to disciplined action compounds into measurable progress, forming the foundation of extraordinary achievement. In essence, cutting excuses and building unbreakable discipline is about self-mastery, accountability, and relentless action. It is about refusing to let rationalizations, fear, or discomfort dictate your life. It is about constructing habits, embracing challenges, and taking full ownership of your destiny. Discipline is the bridge between desire and achievement, and when it becomes unshakable, excuses vanish entirely. Those who cultivate this mindset develop the mental toughness to face any obstacle, endure any hardship, and relentlessly pursue their goals. This is the difference between ordinary individuals who drift through life and extraordinary individuals who dominate their world with purpose, focus, and unwavering discipline. The third key point centers on running toward the pain and turning struggle into power. Pain, in all its forms, physical, mental, or emotional, is an inevitable part of life. Most people spend their lives avoiding it, sidestepping challenges, and seeking comfort at every turn. However, the ruthless mindset understands that true growth, strength, and success are forged in the crucible of discomfort. Pain is not the enemy, it is the teacher. Each moment of struggle presents an opportunity to build resilience, sharpen your focus, and cultivate a level of mental and physical toughness that cannot be acquired through ease and convenience. Running toward pain requires a complete shift in perspective. What others see as a reason to retreat, you see as a chance to advance, to level up, and to discover your untapped potential. The first step in harnessing the power of struggle is embracing the inevitability of pain. Life is unpredictable, full of obstacles that test your patience, resolve, and determination. Accepting this truth removes the fear that keeps most people stagnant. Instead of fearing discomfort, you begin to anticipate it, preparing yourself mentally and physically for the challenges ahead. When you embrace pain as a natural part of progress, you stop running from it. You understand that each hardship is temporary, and more importantly, each hardship carries the potential to make you stronger, wiser, and more capable. Pain becomes a signal, an indicator that you are pushing beyond your limits and moving toward growth. Running toward pain also requires cultivating a mindset of courage. Courage is not the absence of fear, it is action in spite of fear. It is stepping into situations that challenge your limits, knowing that discomfort will arise, yet refusing to back down. Every time you confront pain head-on, whether by enduring a grueling workout, tackling a difficult project, or facing a personal fear, you expand your capacity for endurance. Courage grows with repeated exposure to struggle, and over time, challenges that once seemed insurmountable become manageable. This is how ordinary individuals transform into leaders, athletes, entrepreneurs, and creators who thrive under pressure. By seeking discomfort rather than avoiding it, you actively strengthen your character and resilience. Discipline is a crucial component of turning struggle into power. Running toward pain is not about reckless action, it is about deliberate, consistent engagement with difficult circumstances. It is the daily commitment to doing what must be done, even when it hurts, even when it feels inconvenient, and even when the easy path beckons. Each moment of disciplined effort compounds, turning small struggles into long-term strength. Discipline ensures that pain does not paralyze you, but propels you forward. It transforms temporary suffering into a tool for achieving your goals. By consistently choosing to face difficulty rather than avoid it, you develop a mental toughness that becomes your competitive advantage in every aspect of life. Another essential element is the ability to reframe struggle as a form of feedback. Pain often carries lessons that are invisible to those who run from it. Each setback, failure, or challenge reveals information about your strengths, weaknesses, and areas for improvement. The ruthless mindset interprets these lessons as opportunities rather than obstacles. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" you ask, "What can I learn from this?" This shift in perspective transforms frustration into motivation, weakness into strength, and obstacles into stepping stones. Every painful experience becomes a masterclass in resilience, discipline, and growth. Physical training is one of the most tangible ways to apply this principle. When pushing through a demanding workout, the muscles scream in protest, the lungs burn, and the body begs for rest. Most people stop at the first sign of discomfort, but those who run toward pain continue, understanding that real strength is built in the moments when giving up seems easiest. These experiences teach you not only physical endurance, but also mental fortitude, showing that the limits you perceive are often illusions. The mind learns that it can endure far more than it initially believes, and this lesson translates directly into other areas of life. Pain experienced in one domain strengthens you in all domains. Emotional and mental pain are equally important to confront. Life will challenge your confidence, test your patience, and push you to the edge of frustration. Running toward these emotional struggles requires self-reflection, resilience, and a willingness to face difficult truths about yourself. Every confrontation with emotional discomfort strengthens your ability to remain calm, composed, and effective under pressure. It builds the emotional intelligence and mental toughness necessary to handle complex challenges with clarity and confidence. Those who embrace this type of pain are better equipped to lead, inspire, and excel in high-stakes environments. Ultimately, running toward pain is about transformation. It is about converting struggle into a source of power, using discomfort as a catalyst for growth, and refusing to let fear dictate your actions. Each step you take toward difficulty expands your capabilities, sharpens your focus, and strengthens your resolve. It is a mindset that turns obstacles into opportunities, suffering into strength, and limitatio in potential. By consistently choosing to face pain rather than avoid it, you cultivate a resilience that becomes unbreakable and a confidence that cannot be shaken. The ruthless mindset recognizes that life rewards those who dare to endure more than others, who push further than the comfortable majority, and who confront challenges head-on. By running toward pain, you take control of your growth, accelerate your progress, and build the mental, physical, and emotional toughness necessary to dominate every area of your life. Pain is no longer a deterrent, it becomes your greatest teacher and most powerful ally. Each struggle you face, each challenge you embrace, and each discomfort you endure compounds into a strength that propels you toward success, achievement, and ultimate mastery of yourself. The fourth key point focuses on outworking your limits and pushing past the point where others quit. True success is rarely achieved by talent alone. It is earned through relentless effort, persistence, and a willingness to go further than anyone else is willing to go. Most people operate within a comfort zone, stopping when the challenge becomes difficult or inconvenient. They quit when the work gets tough, when fatigue sets in, or when progress seems slow. Those who outwork their limits, however, understand that greatness is found not in comfort but in effort beyond expectation. Pushing past the point where others quit separates the extraordinary from the ordinary and creates a mindset built on endurance, resilience, and unwavering determination. The foundation of outworking your limits is a clear understanding of what your true limits are. Often, people quit long before they reach their maximum potential because they have never tested themselves fully. The body and mind are capable of far more than we typically allow, but unlocking that potential requires deliberate, consistent effort. To push past limits, you must first set the bar high and refuse to accept mediocrity. This means establishing ambitious goals that challenge you physically, mentally, and emotionally. These goals become the fuel that drives action even when obstacles arise or motivation wanes. Without clear targets, effort lacks direction and discipline falters. Effort alone, however, is not enough. It must be intentional and focused. Outworking your limits is not simply about doing more work. It is about doing the right work with intensity and purpose. Every action must serve a larger objective, whether it is building strength, improving skill, or advancing toward a life goal. This requires meticulous planning, prioritization, and execution. Those who push beyond the point where others quit know exactly what they want to achieve and structure their efforts to maximize results. Efficiency and intensity go hand in hand. It is not the hours worked that matter most, but the quality, focus, and energy invested in each task. Discipline plays a central role in surpassing limits. Talent may give someone a head start, but discipline ensures sustained effort and long-term growth. Consistency is what separates the temporary achievers from the enduring champions. By showing up day after day, regardless of circumstances, you build momentum that carries you past fatigue, frustration, and the desire to quit. Discipline turns effort into a habit and habits into results. Each time you push through discomfort, resist the urge to stop, or continue when others retreat, you are reinforcing a mindset that refuses to settle for less than your potential. Another key factor is mental toughness. Outworking your limits is as much a mental challenge as it is a physical one. The mind often gives up before the body does, whispering excuses and pointing out reasons to stop. Those who excel train their minds to override these signals, to see beyond temporary discomfort, and to focus on the reward of perseverance. Visualization, self-talk, and positive reinforcement are tools used to strengthen mental resilience. By conditioning the mind to endure, you unlock the capacity to sustain extraordinary effort in moments when others surrender. The principle of pushing past the point of quitting also involves embracing discomfort and pain as necessary components of growth. True advancement requires moving through resistance, whether in the form of physical exhaustion, emotional strain, or mental fatigue. Each moment of struggle is an opportunity to expand your capabilities and to prove to yourself that your limits are flexible. By repeatedly confronting and overcoming difficulty, you train your body and mind to tolerate higher levels of stress and challenge. This process builds a reserve of strength and confidence that can be called upon in every aspect of life. Commitment to incremental progress is equally important. Outworking your limits does not always mean making giant leaps. It often involves consistent, small steps taken with relentless effort. Each repetition, each extra lap, each additional hour of focused work contributes to compounding growth over time. Those who push beyond their limits understand the power of accumulation. Success is rarely instantaneous. It is built through persistent, focused action that gradually transforms potential into measurable achievement. By staying committed even when progress seems invisible, you create the conditions for breakthroughs that others never experience because they gave up too soon. Accountability and self-reflection are also crucial. To consistently outwork your limits, you must monitor your performance, recognize areas for improvement, and hold yourself responsible for your results. Honest evaluation allows you to identify weaknesses, adjust strategies, and continue advancing without falling into complacency. Those who push beyond the point of quitting do not settle for comfort or excuses. They measure themselves against their highest standards and continuously seek to improve. Ultimately, outworking your limits is about embracing a mindset of relentless action, discipline, and perseverance. It is about refusing to stop when others would, pushing past fatigue, discomfort, and doubt, and consistently pursuing growth and excellence. The combination of mental toughness, focused effort, discipline, and a commitment to incremental progress forms the foundation for extraordinary achievement. Every moment you spend working harder, longer, and smarter than those around you compounds into the skills, strength, and results that define greatness. By adopting this mindset, you cultivate a personal standard that others struggle to match. You build resilience in the face of adversity, confidence in your ability to endure, and a capacity for achievement that exceeds expectations. Outworking your limits transforms ordinary effort into extraordinary outcomes, making you unstoppable in your pursuit of success, fitness, and personal mastery. Every challenge becomes a test, every difficulty an opportunity, and every moment of persistence a step closer to realizing your full potential. The fifth beat with relentless intensity every effort. Now, success, whether in the gym, in business, or in life, is rarely the result of half-hearted effort or sporadic bursts of energy. It is earned through consistent, focused intensity applied over time. Many people approach challenges with a casual mindset, performing tasks at a surface level, going through the motions, or settling for average results. The ruthless mind set refuses to accept mediocrity. It understands that excellence is a byproduct of purposeful effort applied with unwavering intensity, and that every action, no matter how small, is an opportunity to build momentum, skill, and strength. Intensity is not just about physical effort. It is a mental and emotional commitment to excellence. It requires showing up fully, with complete focus, and pouring every ounce of energy into the task at hand. When you train with intensity, whether lifting weights, running, or tackling a challenging project, You eliminate distractions and dedicate yourself entirely to the moment. There is no room for hesitation, half measures, or complacency. Every repetition, every step, and every decision becomes deliberate, fueled by purpose and driven by the desire to push boundaries. This mindset ensures that effort is never wasted and that progress is continuous, measurable, and undeniable. To train with relentless intensity, you must first cultivate awareness of your true potential. Most people underestimate what they are capable of and stop short of their limits because they are afraid of discomfort or failure. The ruthless mindset, however, actively seeks to identify where comfort ends and growth begins. It constantly challenges perceived limitations and asks, what more can I do? How much further can I push? By continually testing boundaries, you not only build physical and mental strength, but also learn the discipline required to consistently operate at a higher level of performance. Understanding your potential allows you to approach every task with intentionality, ensuring that your energy is applied where it will have the greatest impact. Consistency is key to translating intensity into results. One isolated moment of effort does not create transformation. It is the daily repetition of focused work that produces lasting change. Training. G with intensity requires the discipline to maintain this high level of effort every day, regardless of mood, circumstance, or motivation. Some days will feel easier than others, but true intensity is demonstrated precisely. It's difficult to sustain. It is the commitment to continue when the body is tired, the mind is distracted, or the temptation to quit arises. By showing up consistently and giving your all in each moment, you compound small efforts into monumental results over time. Another essential aspect of relentless intensity is embracing discomfort. Growth rarely occurs within comfort zones. Every challenge, every strenuous session, and every difficult decision is an opportunity to expand your capabilities. The mind often resists discomfort, sending signals to stop, to take the easy path, or to avoid pain. Those who train with intensity do not ignore these signals. They confront them head-on. They use discomfort as a signal that progress is happening, that boundaries are being pushed, and that transformation is underway. By learning to thrive under pressure, you strengthen not only your body and skills, but also your resilience, determination, and mental toughness. Focus amplifies the impact of intensity. Effort alone is insufficient if it is scattered or unfocused. To maximize every action, you must eliminate distractions, commit fully to the present task, and maintain clarity about your objectives. This requires mental discipline, planning, and self-awareness. Whether performing a physical exercise, tackling a work assignment, or pursuing a personal goal, every movement and every decision should serve a specific purpose. Focused intensity ensures that each effort contributes directly to your growth and advancement, leaving no room for wasted energy or complacency. Feedback and self-assessment are also critical to sustaining intensity over time. Relentless effort without reflection risks becoming repetitive or misdirected. Those who train with intensity constantly evaluate their performance, identify areas for improvement, and adjust their approach to maximize effectiveness. By measuring results and analyzing progress, you maintain a trajectory of continuous growth and avoid plateauing. This iterative process reinforces discipline, sharpens skills, and ensures that intensity remains productive rather than superficial. Finally, training with relentless intensity builds confidence and self-reliance. When you consistently push yourself beyond what others consider reasonable, you develop a deep belief in your abilities and an unshakable trust in your capacity to handle challenges. Every accomplishment, no matter how small, reinforces your mental fortitude and strengthens your drive to continue exceeding expectations. Intensity transforms potential into achievement, struggle into mastery, and ordinary effort into extraordinary results. Ultimately, making every rep, every effort, and every moment count is about adopting a mindset of total commitment, focus, and discipline. It is about refusing to settle for mediocrity, embracing discomfort, and dedicating yourself fully to the pursuit of excellence. Every action becomes a deliberate step toward growth, every challenge an opportunity to expand your limits, and every effort a building block of your ultimate success. Those who train with relentless intensity do not leave results to chance. They create them through intentional, unwavering action, consistently pushing themselves beyond what others deem possible. This mindset transforms ordinary days into extraordinary achievements, turning potential into reality and building a life defined by mastery, strength, and relentless progress. The sixth key point focuses on becoming unstoppable and forging a future built on ruthless consistency. True success is not achieved through occasional bursts of effort or fleeting motivation. It is earned through daily, disciplined action, sustained over time with unwavering commitment. Those who become unstoppable understand that excellence is not a destination, but a process, a series of deliberate choices, persistent actions, and resilient responses to every challenge that arises. Being unstoppable requires cultivating a mindset that refuses to accept failure as permanent, discomfort as prohibitive, or obstacles as insurmountable. It is a commitment to relentless progress. Regardless of circumstances, setbacks, or the pace of others around you, at the heart of becoming unstoppable is the cultivation of consistency. Consistency is the invisible engine that powers extraordinary achievement. It is not enough to occasionally perform at your best, or to push hard for a short period. Greatness is built on the accumulation of small, deliberate actions over time. Each day presents an opportunity to advance toward your goals, and each decision compounds, either building momentum or eroding it. Those who are unstoppable understand this principle intuitively. They show up every day, not because they feel motivated, but because they are committed to their vision and to the discipline required to achieve it. Consistency transforms potential into results, dreams into reality, and effort into mastery. Another critical element of being unstoppable is resilience. Life will inevitably present setbacks, failures, and unexpected challenges. What separates those who succeed from those who do not is the ability to rise each time they are knocked down. Resilience is the capacity to absorb adversity, learn from it, and continue moving forward with even greater determination. The unstoppable mindset does not fear failure. It treats failure as feedback. Every setback becomes an opportunity to analyze, adapt, and improve. By embracing this perspective, obstacles are no longer threats, but stepping stones, each one a chance to strengthen your resolve and expand your capabilities. A relentless commitment to self-improvement is equally essential. Becoming unstoppable means continually striving to enhance your skills, knowledge, and mental fortitude. Complacency is the enemy of progress. Those who rest on past achievements stagnate, while the unstoppable relentlessly seek new challenges and opportunities for growth. This requires self-awareness, humility, and a willingness to confront weaknesses honestly. By identifying areas for improvement and taking deliberate steps to strengthen them, you ensure that your trajectory of growth never plateaus. The unstoppable person is always evolving, always learning, and always moving closer to their highest potential. Discipline is the backbone of the unstoppable mindset. It ensures that vision translates into action and action into results. Discipline is demonstrated in the choices you make when no one is watching, waking up early, adhering to a routine, maintaining focus, and executing tasks even when motivation fades. It is the refusal to give in to distractions, procrastination, or excuses. Discipline bridges the gap between desire and achievement, creating a reliable system through which consistent effort produces tangible outcomes. When combined with resilience and self-improvement, discipline transforms potential into unstoppable momentum. Focus and prioritization are also crucial. Being unstoppable requires clarity about what truly matters and the ability to direct your energy accordingly. Time and attention are finite resources, and those who succeed understand the importance of investing them wisely. This means cutting out distractions, avoiding trivial pursuits, and concentrating fully on high-impact activities that align with long-term goals. Focus amplifies the effects of consistent effort, ensuring that each action contributes meaningfully to progress. Without focus, even disciplined and consistent effort can become diluted and less effective. Another hallmark of an unstoppable mindset is embracing discomfort and challenge. Growth rarely occurs in comfort. It occurs in the moments when you push beyond fear, fatigue, or hesitation. Those who are unstoppable seek out these moments rather than avoid them. They recognize that the very obstacles others fear are the ones that provide the greatest opportunities for strength, skill, and resilience. By training yourself to thrive under pressure and to remain steadfast in the face of adversity, you cultivate a level of toughness and determination that few can match. Accountability is equally essential. Taking full ownership of your actions, choices, and outcomes ensures that you remain in control of your path. Those who are unstoppable do not blame circumstances, other people, or bad luck for their failures. They accept responsibility for every result and use this ownership as fuel to improve and persevere. Accountability reinforces consistency, discipline, and resilience, creating a feedback loop that strengthens the unstoppable mindset. Ultimately, becoming unstoppable is about creating a life defined by relentless action, purposeful decisions, and uncompromising standards. It is about refusing to be deterred by fear, failure, or discomfort, and committing fully to the pursuit of growth and excellence. Each day becomes an opportunity to reinforce momentum, to build skill, and to move closer to your ultimate potential. The combination of consistency, discipline, resilience, focus, self-improvement, and accountability forms the foundation of an unshakable mindset that refuses to quit. By embodying these principles, you forge a future that is resilient to obstacles, resistant to doubt, and capable of achieving goals that once seemed impossible. Becoming unstoppable means transforming every challenge into a catalyst for growth, every setback into an opportunity to adapt, and every action into a step toward mastery. It is the mindset of those who refuse to be limited by circumstance, who refuse to be satisfied with mediocrity, and who commit fully to the pursuit of excellence. This mindset is what separates ordinary individuals from extraordinary achievers, creating a life characterized by relentless progress, unyielding strength, and enduring success.